Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Last session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly adjourned Saturday. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio says student bodies or organizations not authorized to issue ILP certificate. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio says signing of September Joint Accordant between NSCN-IM and NNPG is a significant step in the right direction. And NLA members discusses matters regarding medical negligence in Nagaland. Now the news in detail. Speaker of Nagaland Legislative Assembly NLA Sharingan Longama adjourned the House Saturday after 2 days sittings. The 12th session of the 13th NLA commenced on 20th September and concluded today, which is also the last session before the state goes to polls early next year. Speaker made a valedictory remark saying that it is the first time in the history of Nagaland Legislative Assembly that on 20th September, the House have had the longest duration of the question hour of 65 minutes over and above the normal allotted time. He said it was extraordinary exception and that such precedents should not follow. He also informed the members that the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly, starting from first session in 2018 to 12th session, have had 38 days of sittings with total sitting time of 151 hours and 50 minutes. Longama said the 13th House passed 26 reports, 26 bills and adopted 8 resolutions apart from various other very important businesses transacted. The House have also discussed on 14 core subject matters under Rule 50 pertaining to various issues of public importance, the Speaker added. Earlier, NLA Deputy Speaker T. Yangseo Sangdam chaired the question hour. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio said student bodies, NGOs or any organization are not authorized to issue ILP certificate. He said it is the duty of the administration and police to give authorization and check the ILP. The Chief Minister was responding on the ILP registration issue raised by MLA Kuzolozo Nino during the question hour today. Rio viewed that Dimapur, which is not fully under the purview of ILP, should fully enforce ILP along with Newland and Jumukidima districts. He said ILP can now be obtained online and that the administration should enforce it thoroughly while the police should ensure its authenticity. He also asserted that the guardian or the house owner should take the responsibility of its known Naga labourers, adding that legal person along with their guardian will be penalized. Highlighting on the registration of indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland, the Chief Minister said the registration is a continuous process. He also viewed that things should be made easy for the known Nagas who are doing businesses or jobs in the state. Rio said Nagas should stop harassing genuine known Nagas, adding that if a genuine Indian citizen goes to court for their grievances, then the blame will be put upon the state government. Hence, he urged the Home Department to make a system available for the permanent or known Naga indigenous people or temporary residents by issuing an identity card to them immediately. Rio further said that the indigenous people should be made educated through the elected members, VDPs and district administration by imparting workshop on the issue. Leader of NPF Legislature Party and co-chairman UDA, Kuzolozo Azo Nino, today said that the issue of illegal Bangladeshi immigrants is a matter to be taken seriously. Nino maintained that the state's metropolitan district Dimapur is becoming a breeding ground for illegal Bangladeshis and a growing threat to the Nagas. He said this is going to cost the upcoming generation very dearly. He said illegal immigrants with or without ILP is also an alarming threat, including the known locals possessing land properties. The NPF leader cautioned that if the state government does not tackle the issue with seriousness, Nagaland will become the second Tripura. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio has appealed to all sections of Naga society and to the negotiating parties of the political dialogue to rise above all else and work in unison for the common good of all Nagas. delivering his speech during a special discussion on matters of urgent public importance on the Naga political issue. On the last day of the session today, Rio said the signing of the September Joint Accordant between NSCN-IM and the NNPG on 14 September 2022 under the initiative of Forum for Naga Reconciliation is a significant step in the right direction and extended the appreciation of the House to the signatories and also to the facilitator. Rio said such a spirit of understanding and a willingness to live together in peace is the way forward, and expressed confidence that with such oneness they will be able to reach their desired goal sooner than later. The Chief Minister, while appreciating and welcoming the resumption of talks between the negotiating parties, exuded hope that the latest round of talks will bear positive results. Rio reiterated its appeal to the negotiating parties and the Government of India to address the contentious issues and undertake discussions on the competencies so that the talks can be expedited and a solution can be reached at the earliest possible. The Chief Minister also urged upon all to unite as one Naga family and put their best possible efforts towards achieving a solution that is honourable, inclusive and acceptable, and thereby begin a new era of peace, progress and development, as well as increase its contributions towards the forward march of this great nation. Leader of NPF Legislature Party and co-chairman UDA Kuzoluzo Azonino has stressed on the need to pass the Medical Negligence Act in Nagaland. Initiating the discussion on matters of urgent public importance pertaining to medical negligence in the state, Nino expressed concern that negligence and malpractices have been noticeable ever since the establishment of healthcare facilities in the state. Emphasizing that the medical profession is considered as the noblest of professions, he lamented that in recent years the healthcare industry has come to be regarded as a profiteering business. He said many private hospitals have sprung up without adhering to infrastructural specifications and safety norms, which can be termed as infrastructural negligence. Nino stated that government and private hospitals in the state operate without the required medical equipments, which has greatly hampered the healthcare delivery system and has compelled many patients to seek treatment outside the state. He said to make matters worse, the state medical department has also messed up in the posting of medical doctors. Nino added that most of the government doctors are also practicing privately, and there has been numerous complaints by the patients that they are given preferential treatments and more care in these private practices. Nino asserted that the Nagaland Medical Negligence Bill has to be passed to check medical negligence and malpractices for restoring the lost trust and respect in the noble profession and also provide the best possible healthcare delivery in the state. Replying to the discussion, Minister for Health and Family Welfare S. Pangyapom said that Nagaland's Medical Council regulates the medical conduct of its members, and on receipt of complaints against its members from public, it is expected to conduct inquiries on these. However, Bangyo said there are other legal options available to aggrieved patients, which include filing a case for civil negligence where he can seek for compensation for the injury caused due to the negligence, filing a case for criminal negligence where the doctor shows a gross absence of skill or care, or filing a case for damages as a consumer of services under the Consumer Protection Act 1986. Assuring that the health department would work to increase awareness on patients' rights, informed consent, and medical records for the doctors, Bangyo said there is no requirement for any further legislation on medical negligence. Minister Y.M. Yolo advises Dr. Nikisale Kire and Dr. Chimben Muri and MLA Dr. Ngangshi Keau also participated in the discussion. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Last session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly adjourned Sunday. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio says student bodies or organizations not authorized to issue ILP certificate. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio says signing of September Joint Accordant between NSCN-IM and NNPG is a significant step in the right direction, and NLM members discusses matters regarding medical negligence in Nagaland. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.